Right, Cheddarinos, what was we doing yesterday other than not braining? We was upgrading fertilizer, wasn't we? We was upgrading fertilizer and we was sorting out the relic because we've been getting some extra points now. So we had the gears being made, we set all these up, we started the mushrooms. The mushrooms are now going to make fertilizer. What we kind of was working towards was our little workspace here, wasn't it? This is what we was doing. We was working towards this. So with the mushrooms coming down here, they're going to come through probably this wall here, probably in this corner, and make their way towards this, which is what we've kind of been planning out. So 2 lines to come through here. Oh, you didn't get placed. There we go. We're going to send the lines through here. This is with the mushrooms. We're going to have 2 lines of mushrooms coming in. They will come along this line, and they was coming to this assembler to make tier 2 fertilizer. Did they both need to come this side, or did one need to go to this side as well? How much did you need per minute per each one? 22.5. So that, yeah, because that's 2 lines right there. Where am I going to pull the other... Oh, wait, no. Where am I pulling the other mushrooms from? Because if we have 20 machines here. 20 machines outputting 9 per minute as well. That's 180. And then how many fertilizer are we making? I think we're making... How much are we making per minute right now? 22.5. 22.5. That's 45. We're making 90 per minute right now. 90 per minute in regards to that side and that side. No, yeah. That side and that side. So we need to bring in double the amount of mushrooms for this side. But we need to make this to figure out if this amount is going to supply this side as well with fertilizer. Because we can't assume that the fertilizer is going to be the same. Which we already know it's not. So let's get the mushrooms over here. Let's get them moving. And then let's see what our current output is for these. Why do I keep going in there to click the... Let's bring you along here, into there. Let's bring you along there. To into there. So right now we are currently getting this set up just so we can see how efficient these are going to be in regards to fertilizer. So I'm guessing we have consumed, I can see from the back here in a second. Yeah, up here we've seen, so we can see the fertilizer consumption up there. Alright, let's bring the mushrooms down. So you guys are just coming straight into here, like that. I also need to make a run upstairs though, because we did have you guys going into resource bins, which I will need to do as a... I need to do filters on these. Just in case the mushrooms do back up, we can filter into things so the planks can still come. So we need to do that at some point. I'm going to actually remove this top layer. Come. Because in here, it looks like it's going to be more than 10 times the amount compared to basic ones. Because 172.8 nutrient value, 864, 144 maximum fertility, 10 times the amount. Here comes my fertilizer. So as soon as it gets into here, we can see how much we're going to be consuming per minute, and then we can readjust product efficiency and conveyor speed. Yeah, 2 in each. 2 into each. Okay, there goes my fertilizer. It's already in there. Oh, damn. 24 seconds for one? But damn. Okay, so we're going to readjust everything in here. So it's 24 seconds per one, we're doing 90. Obviously it'd be 24, 90 divided by 24, which we know 3 whole numbers can get into there. That's pretty wild compared to what it was before. More than double. So what we have here being produced can actually work on this side as well. Yeah, the production rate is 0.67, which is pretty nuts. But with this, I don't look at the decimal places because the way I see the decimal places in this is like they kind of round up. Hence the reason this is saying 90 per minute. Because if this is 0.67, you times that into a minute, you're going to get a lot more, you know. Because this number is not the exact number that this is replicating. The best way I'm always going to do this is my machine's efficiency is always going to match my belt speed. You know, I'm going to always be doing that. What I'm thinking about doing is if I was to reset the points, I would take the throwing efficiency off and then just double up. So for every 2 of these, to add 1 of these, because then we'll have 2 spoons for every 1 line. You know what I mean? But that's an option. But in tight spaces like this, we won't be having two flippers, two things. So I'm kind of keeping them the same as well. We are working. How close are we to getting to the next skill point? 12 out of 61. That's going to take some time. So we're probably not going to get some for probably until whenever we potentially end the stream today. Until we start working on this. So now that we know we're making double the fertilizer, we have 2 options now. We either double up this whole production, this whole line here. If we was to do that, that will give us double the amount of flax. We keep with this, which we can't, you know. I do need to just run upstairs to find out in regards to mushrooms. We have wood that just sitting down here at the minute. So I am just going to get the mushrooms so they're efficient. I'm just going to get some buckets and I'm just going to put you here just for the sake of this. Well, that's a bit weird. I'm just going to bring you around here. Oh, of course you can't go through there. Just get you going that way. The other reason I'm doing this is just so I can keep the mushrooms going at the minute. Keep the mushrooms going at the minute. Because this whole side wasn't producing them. It looks like we are in need of coin to be heading this way. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go back to my store. And I'm going to reduce the silver down to, where am I going? Per coin. So if we get you, let's bring you down to there. Well, just until we congest this line. The thing that's going to be different now, right, is we need to change this whole front here, right? We need to change this whole front. Because if we are using advanced fertilizer, each of these is now making 90 per minute, where before there was making 37.5, I think it was, per each one. So each of these are now a belt, which means we need to double the amount of belts here, and we need to get rid of this whole front here, and every one of these is one single belt now. So this whole system should be bringing in me 24 belts of flax. It was 45 per minute. Yeah, because of the new fertilizer, because this hasn't received the new fertilizer yet, which is his here, it's still sending out 45. With the new fertilizer, it's bringing in 90 per minute. So each of these belts, each of these nurseries now are outputting 90 per minute instead of 45. So we need to change all of these belts, all of this network in here, for more belts. What's going on in here? Wait, you're not receiving basic fertilizer. Why are you not receiving basic fertilizer? Oh, I see. There's a... Nah, you spawn bits. Your spawn. Right, operation time. We need to do some surgery. Let me just grab all of these surgeries happening. Let me just get you, place you there. What did I do wrong here? That'll be why, because why are you horizontal? Why are you horizontal? You shouldn't be horizontal. You should be coming this way. You're not receiving... You guys. You are going into there. It's just that you're not receiving the right amount right now. Okay. All right, let me grab this and connect it back up again. All right. Now we're back up and running. Now we're back up and running with that fertilizer. Right, so with that fertilizer now running, we can now get these going. You're outputting 22.5 per minute, 22.5, 22.5, 45, 45 times 2, 90 per belt. Okay, that's that sorted. Mushrooms are coming down here. We need to... I'm going to just quickly remove this top layer here. Oh, actually, well, let's take the... Not you. On this second layer. So then we can quickly see on my mushroom, because obviously you're a problem right now, which is these over here, which is you guys. Why are you coming out so slow? Because you're not receiving the copper, which is on its route, on its way. You should be coming down here. You're being thrown over. Coins are coming down. I've got them coming this way, waiting for you to come down that side. I've got some silver on me now, yeah. Let's just kind of pre-cook this line with some coin. I could have just put a thingy there, you know. A bank, but I'm doing it this way because I'm a crackhead. There we go. Alright. I should put all of that down there. Separate when it needs to. Allow you to do what you gotta do. Do-da. Because these are all set up to... Yeah, these are all 10s. Okay, what I'm going to quickly do then is I'm going to quickly just grab all of these. We've already changed the banks downstairs for the sake of this. I'm just going to put one here just until we get this sorted. Let me put all of you in there. Let me change you to 1s instead. Put it to silver. Actually, I should really put you guys to 2. Because for every log, it's 2,000. So let's just split you down right now. But with that all now being sorted, once I get this line done once, which it seems to have done now, I'm just going to leave that there. That storage is now empty. So we'll just leave that there until this cleans up, which it won't do because the coins will end up backing up. Okay, so you're all coming down now. We now need to... with this whole system, you're kind of coming out because you're sending out 9 per minute, so which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is that additional things we had. So we know the mushrooms are coming along here because you're sending out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to get the mushrooms coming into this a little bit differently. So I need these first 10s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything from mushrooms here should go onto one single line. So I'm just going to get you and you, and we're going to get you to come to there. We are then going to get a small platform. You're going into there. You're going to merge onto that line. Oh no, you're not merging onto that line. You're going in your own separate line. Spoon. Yeah, bloody spoon. Use 3 are coming onto this line. Then I can get myself a nice little stack to go there. To then get my lift. To go here. And then you're coming around here into there, which you'll come onto this line. Okay, there we go. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10, that's 90 per belt. So now we're sorted on the mushrooms. What we want to do is we want to do a smart splitter. Just in case there is a backup, we can do a smart split. With one line backs up, it sends it up until our little stuff here. So I am going to just change a couple of things in regards to... Do trash barrels not sink? What do you mean? What the hell is this dingy shit? Oh, they reset at the end of the day? Oh, that's shit. Oh, that is absolute shit. Okay. Well, I'll have to do individual buckets for each of these then. Let's get me priority splitter. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to make you down, come to bottom. Because then I'm going to get you to go into my lift. If you can't go any further, you go into the sink. You go into my bucket. Yes. That is the plan. We can get you going here a little bit different, which I'm going to do it. I'm going to do you up here instead. So I'm going to get you to filter from there. You are going to come around and merge here. I am going to get my little priority splitter. You're going to go into there. You're going to come around like normal. But then top shelf, you are going to have a support. But then you can go into here, into bin. Why are you not coming? Are you producing what you need to produce? Fertilizer's backed up, which we kind of understand we knew was going to happen anyway. But now all fertilizer's back up. We do need to duplicate that whole section downstairs before we even progress forward with this as well. But now that should sort that out. The byproducts are now going to be removed. We just need to sort this out. So tomorrow, because it's about to be a new day in 2 hours. So if I quickly just address... No, keep you. Let me just get rid of you. And you for now. Just for the sake of when I'm doing the other stuff. I don't have to worry about you, so I can keep getting the fertilizer making. And then we'll remove all of that, because all of these will get consumed. These planks will get made into sorting on this out. So we're sorting the flax out right now. And then all of you are going to get made into my grinders, my gears, and everything to make into the relic. Yes, yes, yes. You're all just waiting all the woods to back up. Well, to leave. But mushrooms are backed up anyway, which is I'm fine with. Until we sort down here out. And in regards to down here, I need to remove all of these single flax lines, and I need to remove this rib cage on the front of this. Last 3 mushrooms, not connected. You happy now? You happy now? Can you breathe? How is our expenses? It should be pretty high just because of the sheer amount of mushroom logs we're buying. As expected. That first initial wave of logs. Right, we need to change all of this, which means actually I'm going to need to change you as well. And we're going to have double the amount of flax coming up here. I am going to remove this entrance here. Because we make adjustments when we need to make adjustments. Okay, so now we have access to you, so because we're not going to be coming in here as often as we used to. But that's sort of, we are going to double this side as well, which means we can double all of you. Probably going to reduce the amount of you, because right now, I'm going to keep you still at 4 though. Right, let's change all of this up, because now we're going to double the amount of flax, but we need to know where you're going to get changed or sent to. I could get you sent up here, remove this wall and walk that way, and just have a longer flax line coming up this here, or we can have it, we can't have it coming up there. The flax needs to go into this room, so if I can get you up there, I can just spin you around and get you coming through this door and make a walkway across here so we can have an underpass. We can do that. We are going to do that. Okay, so we are going to stop all this production, and we are going to have to delete all of you, all of you. Let's even delete everything up to the lifts, which is everything to do with that. As soon as I saw the light go out, I was like, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I was like, the thing is, I didn't drag up. I just let go. I didn't even drag up. Oh, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. You know? All right, let's delete all of that. Look, it's doing it again. I know exactly what it is. You need to let go of shift before left click. It's scary. The game is scary when it does that. I know you did that, but I can do that. Let go of shift beforehand. Okay, we're good. That's everything I want in here. Deleted. I want that whole wall bracket deleted. No ceiling deleted. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Right, so we don't need you anymore. We don't need any of you guys anymore. So each of these now is 190. Well, it's a 1 times 90 belt. So 1 belt each. So each of these have their own required output now. So in each stack, we're going to have 3 belts coming out of each stack with a total of 24 times 90 belts. And that's doubled because of our nursery, the fertilizer. I need rope. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes. 4, 8, 12, 24. Oakley dokley. I need to get these flax up and running as soon as possible for the sake of my store. How do I want to address this being done? Do I just want to bring it 1 down? Because I can just duplicate the stacks to do what I want them to do. So for example, if I was to have you to come out to here, the next one would come out here, or the one to there, if I was to do it that way. Which means I will need a lift. So that means you'll go to there, and then there. That will give me my first one. And then this one is going to be exactly the same, but taller. But you're going to go up here now. You're going to go straight up, and straight up to there. And then here, we need to do a double one of you. And then we can duplicate you and you, just so I can get you to there, and I can get a lift all the way to the ground floor. So you wasn't needed. I didn't need to put you there. Just needed the central one. But that's 3 individual 90 lines. So for now, let's just get them moving, because they're going to be going to my rope to make the pulleys. So they're making 90 per minute. Would like these to be potentially cleaner, but we can adjust that as we go. So I'm just going to grab you guys and we're just going to duplicate you to every single one of these. If you get put there, this is going to be a little bit more of a pickle because I need to do some adjustments to you. Right, so that's them sorted. That's individual lines coming in. So if I was to bring you down here, this is the one we need to look at because one of these, which is probably going to be either a you or you, needs to be one higher. I think I would like to maybe bring them up one layer to bring across because one of these I'm going to have to start stacking on top of each other. So either I change this side to come up one layer above to then drop down here to go into here. That'll be the cleanest way. So if I was to delete this whole side here, including that, delete that, we just go straight for inputs for these. Like that. I will then need, if we get you, you would come all the way along here. You know, you won't be that much, but you'll be coming down, which means my first lift will be going into there and into there, right? Did I put that the wrong way? I didn't see it connect. Oh, it did connect, I just couldn't see it. And then every other lift would just come down here like that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then all of you will come out like this. Like that. I will still keep my walkway here. So I will do you to come along here like that. I'll block you off there like that. You're going to be basically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wall will come to here and come down here. And then I can just put that across there. Then I can bring you back this way. And then fertilizer, you're coming in mushrooms wise, you're going to be being a little bit different. So with these rackings, we're going to be doing a little bit of a different setup here, aren't we? You're going to come out, you're going to go directly down there. So I need you to be here, here, and there. You're then going to come up from the plant to come out here, where then we are going to get a lift from there to there. Then we'll get a lift from there to there. And then support-wise, I just need, because we've already up one, I can just do 2 large ones. Oh no, I can't do 2 large ones. To there, then you to there, to there. You're in. You're in. You come out, you come out, you come out. Yeah. And then I can just copy that, place you there, there, and there. And then we're going to get our big old platforms. So I can already tell that I need to, you're the wrong way, that I need to bring you out one more. So I need to grab you and we're going to bring all of you across by 1. Yeah, we got you coming that way. Yes. Okay. I could just copy these and just ignore the belts underneath, but we're already deep into this. I could just easily push a step out, but then knowing that it's not going to be lined up with the lifts is going to do my head in. I'm going to get it pushed. If I was to push it out, okay, I can extend it with the wall. That's fine. I do keep trying to build a vertical wall. Okay, so now that we've got this, we do have mushrooms to bring in on this lines. Mushrooms are coming in from over here. I think I'm going to get it lifted straight away. It doesn't really matter, does it? I can get a double stack to run across here, which is before that, which means I can put a wall there. So wheat was to go with a lift. You're going to come to there. Wait, where did I get you? To there. I can get you coming up one more to be, so you're already double standard maybe. I could do that. Get you to go there. Stand across here. Stand across there. Double stand here. Single stand there. To there. To a double stand there. Okay. Mushrooms, you're free. Readjusted to what we needed. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. What's up, everybody? How are we all getting on? We're doing well. Look at you all coming in with fancier claws now. All coming in with fancier claws. So now we have 12 more lines of flax available, which from here is going to be a little different because I need to bring these up and I need to bring some into this room. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up building a support wall here because we might have to swing some of this round, open this wall up, make it a half wall. I could even remove that and that to give me a quarter floor in here. Because if I was to open that up, it gives me into this room. It allows flax to come in because here, this is my wood section, right? Yeah, this is my wood station. Now that we've got priority merges, we can change all of this to allow this to be back to what it was. So I can remove all of that, plus that, because now I can put these back to their individual lines again. Put them back to there. We are going to then reroute, because how much did you guys need per minute? You needed 45 per minute. Which is going to be, I can bring in 3 lines. I can move the sage over, I can move all this stuff over. And I can bring in the 2 extra flax lines, 3 flax lines. We'll just do, because this is fine. I don't want to worry about this one, because this is going to get changed anyway. The berries are coming in now because we've done lines differently. So a lot of my lines are broken right now, since the upgrades. What we are going to do is we're going to, because only you need 1 line, I'm just going to send these 2 along here. One of these is going to get split to 2 45s. I will need to attend to it at some point, so I'm just going to get 1 to go there, 1 to go. Oh, pressing the wrong keys, thinking it's Captain of Industry again. Into there, 1 line's going to come along here. You're going to go into there, and then I'm just going to get you to come from there to there. Along here into that. You are going up to that back corner. Just want to see where you guys are going. So I'm just going to hold, get you, press G on that belt. It's going to delete that whole belt. Yes, because this sage is going up into them top corners up there. So I'm going to remove you, remove that one. I am also going to remove you because you're going into there, which you're a deadline, so you're not needed. And then you're coming under here to around here, right? So we can just remove you. I'm going to get you come over by 1. And then I'm going to get that line removed. Change you to be fed there. You're going to come along there. We are going to copy all of you guys. We're going to cut you. We're just going to move you over by 1. Look, by 1 I can be moving with that 2 ranks. I need to bring them 2 additional lines. Oh yeah, because we've already got 1 going up that way. You're coming along there, going to skip there. I'm going to remove you. You're going up into that top corner. So I need to bring in 2 more lines, so I need to move this over by 1 more. Bring you over there, get all of you, cut you all off, boom, change you to there. Very unnecessary flipping, but guess what? Because you can. You 2 lines are going to come straight in, you're going to come straight up, and you're going to go straight into you. Then you're coming up And you're doing the same. Into that one. And then 2 sage lines, which is coming from you. And you're going to be going into there. And you're coming out. And then going into that one. And then 3rd line is coming out. And any planks. Dooby-dooby-doo-doo. Boop. And you're connecting to there. Because you're making the ash. And then you're just a deadline right now. Okay. Okie dokie. So now we have you coming back into here at 30 per minute, which is 90 per minute, going to each one of these. You're going to here at 90 per minute, outputting 30 per minute. You're needing 30 per minute, outputting 15 per minute. And then that's 30 per minute there, 30 per minute there, which is 19 total. You only need 20, so you're sending 1.5 lines this way. Say 1.5, 1.33 lines, 0.3333 down here. And you're merging onto there, which you're just making me 30. So then we have an excess of 10 lines. Now that we have this smart splitter, we can actually sort that out. So then the rope from here can be additionally sent onto these lines. But because the storage is full, I am going to quickly change that so we can do it. And I don't think we can do it with the amount of space. I can just bring these back one, which I don't see a problem in doing. I am going to do that. So I'm just going to grab these belts here. Then I'm just going to copy these. I'm going to cut them and paste them back one. And then I'm going to do the same here. Connect them back up. Remove these lines here. That will allow me then to put a priority splitter. Oh, no, because I need to merge you 2 lines. Wait, no, we can do that. I can just put 1 to there, which will then allow me to do you to go straight into there. You're sending me 15 per minute. You need, you need 22.5. You need 22.5 now. I'm just going to have to send it this way and do a little higgery-jigger over here instead of doing what I just thought I was going to do. Higgery-diggery-dock. The mouse ran up. The clock went down. Because you 2 need to merge. That's what we know about. I'm then going to have to do the splitter this way. I'm going to have to do it that way. The bottom shell comes down into my machine. Then I'm going to have you guys coming out of here. And you're just merging into there. We're then going to put you here with a lift facing that way. With you coming down. And you can go into that storage. Yes. So then you'll go onto that line, which is to the store. So overall now, you're making me 15. You're making me 15. That's 30. 15. 15. You need 7 point... Well, that'll be 7.5 excess coming along here. So this is 37.5 line. So even if we was to duplicate this whole line, the 2 37.5s will equal the maximum belt size what we have anyway, which is 90 per minute. No, that'd be 75 per minute, sorry. Cool. Let's put you to what I was going to do. 10 per line. Send you down there, and then you guys can back up. Beautiful.
Drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise.